Yeah.
That's rolling. This is rolling. Are you rolling? You're rolling. Paulie's rolling.
Hello?
Hello, this is the Dissentist, right?
No, it isn't.
Welcome to The Dissentist, the only show on the internet. As you may know, there's only one rule. He cannot agree. It's time for you to come out, Mr. Dissentist.
No, it's not.
All right. How you doing today, sir?
Questions scare me.
I think there'll be no questions here today.
Perfect.
Just one thing I'll speak to you about, and then you'll speak back to me about.
We'll see.
In my lifetime, I've been of the opinion that baseball makes more sense than football, regardless of the quality of the sport. In baseball, you have two teams playing to 3 outs. It requires no arbitrary times, does not require the use of a referee to make decisions. What you've really got in baseball is a self-contained sport, whereas football needs all this extra accoutrement to hold it together.
So first of all, you got everything you said was wrong. I disagree with everything, first of all. But, first of all, there might not be a referee in baseball, but there's an umpire.
There is an umpire, but the umpire is not integral to the game.
I would argue that he is integral to the game.
Really, is he integral to the game? Because my question is this: does the umpire in baseball need to bring a yardstick out every time a play is made? Or can you play without measurements?
Well, you could play without measurements, I'd say.
In football?
Yeah, I would say that.
How so? Without knowing exactly where the ball is down, how can you approach it?
Do you have eyes?
And what if I didn't? And what if I didn't, sir?
I would be very confused because I see them on your
Well,
face.
you're right. Yes, I do have eyes. Yes.
So, okay, regardless of the umpire discussion, because you're obviously uneducated, okay? It's just not true. Baseball makes no sense.
In what way does baseball make no sense? In what world would a bunch of large, barbaric men running at each other stop because a black and white man tells them to stop? How does that make sense? When you hit ball with stick, of course it flies.
Let me tell you something. Let me level with you here. Football feels like a natural progression for you.
Oh, so it feels like, so we're basing everything that we know on our feelings. No verifiable
No, it's
information.
true. It's true. Do you think cavemen? Do you think Neanderthals could have played baseball? No.
Yes!
They
ball
could
and
not.
stick. Rock,
No.
stick. Ooh,
There's too many outside variables.
What outside variables?
Like the bases.
Like the bases? You've never seen a rock?
I have seen a rock.
Yes, rock is base.
No, I disagree.
Why? Why? You can make a mud pie a base. You put a mud pie out in the sun, bake for
No, stop it with that. No, listen to me. Football is so natural to people. We are aggressive as a race.
Okay, sure we're aggressive, but we don't stop being aggressive when a man tells us to. And you know what? The positions of football are not natural. Come here, come in a football stance with me. Tell me if this feels natural. Come here. Look, does this feel natural?
It does.
Does
This
it?
is how I was born. I'll have you know. Listen to me.
I'm listening.
Baseball is over-structured.
How is football not overstructured? You need arbitrary limits. Baseball has no arbitrary. There are 3 outs.
Yeah, but you gotta run and then stop and then run.
You do that in football too. You run and then you stop when the man tells you it's time.
Yeah, football mimics life, much like art. You stop when the man tells you to stop. Now, whether or not Whether or not that's what it should be is a different debate. But what I'm saying is that's how it is. With baseball, you stop when the ground tells you to. We don't listen to the ground, okay?
I don't know what you mean by that, sir.
In baseball, you run until you see the little white square.
You run
on the
to
ground.
an objective. You run toward your goal. In football, you run to stop other men. What's natural about that?
Everything. Goal-oriented lifestyles are a social construct.
So are non-goal-oriented
No.
lifestyles. What is not a social construct?
What?
What isn't a social construct to you?
What is to you? I don't know how to answer questions.
I don't know because
need to
I live in a society. Everything
you
around
don't.
me is constructed. In what way do I not?
I don't know, but you don't.
What do you mean?
Dude, okay. Hear me out. What were we arguing about before?
Baseball
baseball.
makes more sense than football.
No, a little after that. When we were talking, the bases. Yeah. Like, you don't listen, you don't stop. No, goal-oriented lives, dude. They're not natural.
In what way?
Let's talk about the cavemen again, because I
Which,
think
okay, if this is really what we're hinging on.
It is.
But what is with the naturalist approach? Why does everything have to be about what was? Why can't it be what should be?
Because what should be is up to interpretation. What's natural is natural and must always
But how do you
exist.
know what's natural if you've never been in that state of nature, if it exists?
How do you know I haven't?
How do you know that we haven't changed?
We haven't.
How do you know?
Because from dust to dust, dude. Come on.
From dust to you can't just vote. What does that mean?
We're born from dust and we die to dust.
That's a lie. We're like squishy guys. We're squishy. We're made of juice.
Okay. Okay, you're getting off topic.
From
This
juice
is all
to dust.
you. This
From
is all
juice
you.
to dust.
You are getting off topic here. All I'm trying to say is football makes so much more sense.
But in what way?
Well, first of all, baseball, I think the reason you think baseball makes more sense is because your brain is small. Okay?
I'm saying baseball makes more sense because it's self-contained.
You can only watch the sport where you score 1 point at a time. Is that it?
You can score
Is that it?
what? You can score 4 at a time.
No.
You hit a grand slam.
No, but it's so easy to count for you, huh?
So
it's like
easy
1
to-
person, 2 person, 3 person. That's how many points we get. With football, there's math involved. There's thinking.
But that makes it make less sense because
No.
1 person is 1 point. That's an easier correlation.
Honestly, it's easier for me, with how smart I am, to understand more complex things.
So what you're telling me is like basic algebra to you is like complete nonsense.
Yeah.
But like any sort of calculus is easy for you. But these things build on each other.
No.
Numbers build. 2 doesn't exist
Numbers
without
don't
1.
build. Numbers can't build. They're not corporeal. Idiot.
Or do you want to really defend? So in your position here.
Yeah. Let's talk about my position.
Let's
It's the correct one.
let's talk about numbers then.
Actually, let's not.
Okay, let's not talk about numbers.
No, you could.
Okay, I don't understand how you have an argument against the fact that baseball is a self-contained game that doesn't require arbitrary rules. That is why I think it makes more sense.
Say one arbitrary rule in football.
The time. Why is there a time?
Why wouldn't there be a time?
Why would there be?
You
can't play football without clocks and stopping and 15 different people on the sidelines. But baseball, you get 2 teams, 9 guys. You can even have 8 guys if you really want to have 8 guys. You got 5 guys. You go out and you go play. You don't need all of this accoutrement.
You used that word twice now.
Yeah.
So obviously you're a man who enjoys the culinary arts. Would you argue that it's arbitrary to have a time for cooking?
No.
Or would you say, yeah, you're right. It's not. Because time is important in certain things.
But you don't need a clock. You need time as a concept. You need time as a dimension, but you don't need a wristwatch.
Right. I think I've heard you say before that you would call baking an art.
I would.
Or a science, rather. I said the wrong thing. That was my mistake. My mistake. Cut that. Have you ever heard of a lasagna?
You don't need to get an exact time for a lasagna.
I think
you
you
just
do.
chop into it. And if it's good,
so
it's
you're
good.
you don't care that much about lasagna then.
I like it. I think it's good.
But you're not passionate about it.
I do think it has the most potential among the Italian staples, I guess.
Right?
But I don't think you need
So
to
if
time
you don't
that
have
lasagna.
you do though.
How do you need to time it?
Why would you not?
Because you could just look with your eyes. If you have.
Which apparently you don't.
I do. I was just
I disagree.
Okay, go ahead and feel them then. Feel my eyes.
I won't.
Why? Is there something here that you don't want to talk about? Is there something here that you don't want to feel? Is there something here that you think is wrong with me?
I do.
What?
Your opinions about sports.
Well, you've not addressed anything.
I've addressed
I put a letter on a stamp and I mailed it to your house, and you know what I'm getting back? I'm getting a car chase. That's all I got.
I don't know what that means, but let me ask you one more thing. All right? Name one other. Name one other arbitrary. Well, I don't think. No, the time is not arbitrary. It's important.
It's important, but it's an arbitrary amount set.
But it's not arbitrary. It's very deliberate.
Why? How is the amount of time for which you play football necessary?
Because without a time, you can't. The way football is constructed, there's no way to have outs.
Right, and that's why I'm saying the way football is constructed is less sensical than the way baseball is constructed.
No, I think it's perfect.
How is it perfect? Football is perfect.
Yeah, it's perfect.
Oh yeah, why do so many people get concussions and die in real life?
Because that's important.
Death is important.
Yes.
And why is the unnecessary death of NFL players important to you? You know how many kids die from concussions?
Kids can't get concussions.
I'd like to see your evidence of that.
I don't have any evidence, but have you ever seen a kid with a concussion?
Yes.
You have not. You
I
haven't.
have.
You have not. Who?
John.
What's his address?
145 Mathis Street, Virginia, PA.
Virginia, PA, really?
Okay, but I just feel like we're getting so off topic here. I don't understand how you argue against a game is constructed that needs all of these tools is less sensical than a game where you just need a rock and a stick and a few mud pies.
Yeah, but you need so much more than that. You need the players.
You need more players for football.
I wouldn't call football players. I would call them individuals. Your game is a corporate structure, whereas football is a natural progression of mankind.
From what?
Dude, we've always been tackling each other.
We've always been hitting you.
We have not, dude. Sticks.
That defines the modern man is his use of tools.
Yeah. You could say that. I think tools are the arbitrary thing here.
You need a football to play football.
Yeah, but that's only one thing. You need so many things in baseball.
That's not true.
What did I agree with? What did you say?
You just agreed with me. You said yeah. You said about the tools.
I didn't say that.
You said yes.
I don't remember
You're
that.
a
I did not
fraud.
say yes. I'm
You're a
not a fraud. Wait,
You're a
could
fraud.
we? Tools are not. They have nothing to do with people.
In what way did they not? That's what separates us from the apes and the dolphins.
I don't think anything separates us from the apes and the dolphins except hands.
Monkey have hand.
I've never seen it. Do they have hands?
Yes.
I disagree.
Can we pull that up? Can we pull up a picture?
Put up
please?
the
A stock
monkey.
image
Put
of a
up-
monkey.
put a
Can we-
monkey
Can we put a
hands
monkey
that
on the board?
exist?
Can somebody put a monkey on the board?
Yeah,
Hands,
you see?
the
They
monkey.
don't have hands.
You can see the hands clearly there.
They don't have hands. Listen to me. Listen to me. The only thing that separates humans from monkeys is the size of our brain. And since yours is so small, maybe you are a monkey.
Elephant has bigger brain than us.
No, they don't.
They do.
Not
Larger in
Not in
size.
spirit.
Not in spirit.
I don't care about size. I care about ideas. You know what I'm saying?
No.
And it's obvious that you do care about size.
In what comments?
I
have
don't know.
made about
It's just very obvious to me.
I guess we're just gonna have to disagree.
I've just seen what you have. You know what I'm saying?
No.
I disagree. I have seen it.
What?
You're, your port side. You're
I don't know what you're talking about.
So I think in conclusion, we have come to the mutual decision that football
No, we
is
haven't.
more. What was the argument again? What are we talking about here?